Today, we are going to take a look at Unbroken, 13 stories starring disabled teens. So, this is an anthology, which means that each of the stories in it is by a different author. So, these are the authors at the bottom. Um, this book is really great because it has representation of so many different types of disabilities and abilities. Each of the stories is really unique. Some of them are realistic fiction, some of them are set in a fantasy world. They are all just totally different. And even though they're starring disabled teens, they are not just about disability, which I really appreciated. Um, I think that disability and being disabled is underrepresented in a lot of YA and even adult literature. So I really like this book for the fact that it kind of fills in a gap that is there. So I'm going to read for you a short story called Dear Nora James. You know nothing about love. I'm not going to read the whole thing, of course, just a little excerpt. It's by Danielle Clayton. And this was one of my favorite stories from this book, so that's why I'm reading it today. Okay. I don't date. Well, I guess that's not exactly true. I choose not to date. Instead, I choose to give love and dating advice through my column, Madame Amour, in the school newspaper. I have become an expert without having to deal with all the roller coaster emotions. Mom always says, Nora, it's impossible to know a thing without doing it. But I disagree. I do research. Romantic comedies, romance novels, my friends and their drama filled dating lives. Plus, everyone used to call Nana for love guidance, and she got most of her tips from the stories that came on afternoon TV. So, this whole thing is in my blood. You answering another letter, lady love? Mom asks as she's prancing in and out of her closet, trying on yet another outfit for her second date with Mr. He's as tall as your father, but not as funny. I prefer the name Madame Amour, I remind her for the umpteenth time. It's fancier. Everything sounds better in French. I'm sprawled across her bed, going through my Madame Amour emails and keeping her company as she dresses. She says having to keep me with her keeps her nerves settled in this new dating process. Okay, Nora Elizabeth James. She smiles at me through her vanity mirror. We could be twins. Same golden brown skin, button nose, and high cheekbones. I'm all mom, except I got my dad's unfortunate round face and bad eyesight. So I'll basically look like a baby wearing glasses for the rest of my life. Nana says the plumpness in my cheeks will ward off wrinkles. Again, I disagree. How many letters do you have to answer? She asks, then pivots to show me the last outfit. And what do you think of this? Go for the red. It brings out the honey tones in your skin, I say. Then count the number of emails in my inbox. Only 4 emails so far this weekend. I wish we were back in a time when people actually sent handwritten letters. I look back at my computer, but it's been a slow week for love. January usually is. Lots of post-holiday breakups in the new year. Too much holiday nesting, that's what Nana told me yesterday. Nana knows it all, she replies. Yep. Try having her as your mom, she says with a sarcastic laugh. Mom does a twirl. How do I look? Beautiful as always. Do you and Indy have plans tonight? It is a Saturday, and you haven't gone anywhere in a few weekends. Mom always feels guilty when she goes out more than I do now that the divorce is finalized. No, I say. I feel an episode going on. I need to stay home just in case. Concern fills her hazel eyes. Did you take your meds? Yeah, Mom, of course. They just haven't been working as well. Should we go see Dr. Parekh again? No, no, I'm fine. Maybe it's time for another Mom. I bark, then soften. Tonight's not a night I want to talk about bowel movements and cramps and pain levels and the inner details of my stomach disorder. So that's what Nora James's disability is in this story. She has essentially what seems to be equivalent to like irritable bowel syndrome or maybe Crohn's disease, where it can be really debilitating for her. I I feel like I should be the one helping you get dressed for a date, she says, now pinning up her freshly straightened hair into a bun. I already have one with You've Got Mail, these 4 emails, and a pint of ice cream. That ice cream will, Mom. Okay, okay, she says, leaning down to kiss my forehead. She smells like lavender and cocoa butter. I should cancel this date. I could stay home and make you some broth, or cook the collard greens I'd planned to make for Sunday dinner. The salt should help settle the cramping. Or I could make you some peppermint tea before I leave. Do you want that? It's fine. Don't cancel. It's already too late. He probably left for the restaurant already. Don't worry about me. But I always worry about you. I've been worried about you for 16 years, ever since they first put you into my arms. Yeah, 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 I say, trying to stop her trip down Sappy Road. I love you too. I scrunch my nose at her. No kissing on the second date, all right? Yes, my little love, you know best. That I do. Original message sent Friday, January 7th, 8:17 p.m. to Madame Amour. Subject, trapped in casual. So this is one of the emails that she's received. Dear Madam Love, I just started dating a new guy. He's sort of perfect, like everything you'd have on your perfect boyfriend checklist. Handsome, funny, taller than me, great kisser. The only issue is, and ugh, why does there even have to be like something that he wants to keep it casual? See, he's a senior and I'm a sophomore. Most people would say that it's too big of an age gap, but it's only 2 years. Plus, my mom is 3 years older than my other mom, and they have a great marriage. Anyways, I'm not really worried about that so much as the casual thing. But my friends think the grade difference is why he wants to keep it casual. I just really, really want a boyfriend. I like this whole having somebody to talk to thing. What do you think? Is casual the new relationship? Help! XO, trapped in casual. Original message from Madame Amour, sent Friday, January 7th, 11:17 p.m. Subject, RE, trapped in casual. Dear trapped in casual, I'll use the famous words of my own Nana. Never let yourself be someone's warm-up band when you've made them your main event. It's a really good piece of advice. Casual is another word for flexible, and flexible is another word for not serious. You're in danger, girl. Watch the movie Ghost. Always listen to Whoopi Goldberg. Run. There are more boys out there. We actually have too many at Pinewood Academy. I wrote to Prince Wong about it last week. The gender ratio is unbalanced. Sincerely, Madame Amour. So I will stop there. But as you can see, Nora James is a fun character, and in this story, she is going to be giving advice about love, and maybe she'll find a little bit of love on her own. You'll have to read it to find out.